All right, well, welcome back. Today we are going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at the lens maker's equation, okay? Now the lens maker's equation, let me get myself running here. But the lens maker's equation is 1 over d sub o plus 1 over d sub I equals 1 over d sub f. Now, let me go ahead and get that down. 1 over d sub o plus 1 over d sub I equals 1 over d sub f. Now in this problem, basically what we have a magnifying glass, and someone is looking at an ant through the magnifying glass, hopefully not setting it on fire, but we got our little ant right here, okay? This magnifying glass happens to have a focal length of 8 centimeters. Now, you can't see the focal length in a magnifying glass, but that is the point that will never change, that focal length right there, okay? It does say that the ant is 10 centimeters away from the lens, and the question is basically saying, where do you want your eye to be, okay? How far should the lens be from your eye? Now, let's take a look at these guys. DO stands for distance to the object. Now, all of this is in relationship to the lens. So 1 over d sub o is going to be 1 over the distance between the lens to the object. In this case, the object is the ant. So I'm going to put 1 over 10 because it's 10 centimeters from the lens to the ant, plus 1 over d sub I. Okay, well, the 1 over is not going to change. Let's take a look at what di is. Di is the distance between the lens to the image. Now, in this case, you want the image to be your eyeball. You want to focus that light into your eyeball so that your lens can focus it better onto the back of your retina, and you can see the wonderful little ant there. So that is an unknown. Di, distance between the lens to the image, we don't know where that is. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that. Di equals 1 over df. So 1 divided by df. That's the distance between the lens to the focal point. Now in this case, you can't see the focal point, but it did say that it's 8 centimeters. It told you that in the problem. So 1 over 8. Okay, now from this point forward, you can it just becomes an algebra problem. Now you can do it however you want. I like cutting things down, taking them out of the fractions, putting them into decimals. So 1 over 10 is going to be 0.1 plus 1 over d sub I equals 1. Oh, I'm going to take 1 divided by 8. That's going to be 0.125. Okay. Now I'd subtract 0.1 from the left side, subtract 0.1 from the right side. You end up with 1 over di equals 0.025. Okay. Now here you do whatever your friendly neighborhood algebra teacher taught you to do. Mine taught me whenever you have a variable on the bottom, you multiply both sides by it to get it on top. So I'm going to multiply this side by d sub I, this side by d sub I. Now this goes bye-bye right there. You only have 1 left. So now we have 1 equals 0.025 times d sub I, or the distance to the image. Okay? I'm going to take this divided by 0.025, take that divided by 0.025, and 1 divided by 0.025, my magic little calculator tells me that it is 40. Okay, so di is 40. We better put our labels back in. 40 centimeters. So that tells me from here to your eyeball, you want to have 40 centimeters. That's where you should position your eye to get a good focused little smiley ant on you. Okay, hopefully that tells you a little bit more, gets you a little bit more comfortable with the lens maker's equation. Once again, hope that helps. Have a beautiful day.